Have you ever found yourself in a situation where the conversation is flowing smoothly, and then it's your turn to speak, but your mind goes blank? Maybe you're at a job interview, and the interviewer asks a simple question, but you can't seem to find the right words fast enough. Or perhaps you're talking to a friend and they make a joke, but by the time you think of a witty response, the moment has passed. These situations can be frustrating and even embarrassing, leaving you feeling unsure about your English-speaking abilities. The truth is, many English learners face this challenge. It's not just about knowing the words or understanding grammar. It's about thinking quickly and responding fluently in real-time conversations. In today's fast-paced world, the ability to communicate clearly and confidently is essential. Whether you're navigating casual chats, excelling in professional environments, or making a lasting impression during important interactions, quick thinking in English can make all the difference. Why is this skill so important? First, it helps you connect with others effortlessly, ensuring conversations are engaging and enjoyable. Second, it boosts your confidence. When you can respond promptly, you appear more self-assured and competent. This confidence doesn't just help you socially. It also opens doors in your career, enabling you to handle interviews, meetings, and presentations with ease. Lastly, it saves you from overthinking or second-guessing yourself, helping you enjoy the learning process and become a better communicator. The good news is that thinking fast and speaking fluently is a skill you can develop. It's not about being perfect. It's about being prepared and practicing the right strategies. In this guide, we'll share practical tips that will help you think on your feet, find the right words quickly, and express yourself fluently in English. These techniques have been tried and tested by countless learners, and they work. By the end of this journey, you'll feel more confident, equipped, and ready to handle any conversation in English. So, if you're ready to unlock your fluency and never feel stuck again, let's dive into the strategies that will transform the way you speak English. Why thinking fast is key to fluency. Fluency in English is more than just knowing vocabulary and grammar. It's about responding in real time without hesitation. Quick thinking plays a critical role in achieving this goal, as it allows you to maintain smooth conversation flow, build confidence, and leave a positive impression. Let's explore why thinking fast is essential for fluency and how it impacts your communication. 1. The cognitive connection, smooth conversation flow. Language fluency depends heavily on how quickly your brain processes and produces language. When you think fast, you can match the natural pace of a conversation. This prevents awkward pauses, broken sentences, or the need to switch back to your native language mid-conversation. Quick thinking allows your brain to retrieve the right words and phrases at the right time. For example, when someone asks you, "What do you like to do in your free time?" you need to process the question, retrieve relevant vocabulary, and form a coherent response, all within seconds. This seamless exchange is what makes communication enjoyable and effective. Conversely, when your responses are delayed, conversations can feel strained or disconnected. Your speaking partner might feel impatient, or the natural rhythm of the discussion might be disrupted. By training your brain to think quickly, you can avoid these situations and engage in more dynamic, fulfilling conversations. 2. Confidence booster. The power of prompt responses. Confidence and fluency go hand in hand. When you can think quickly and respond promptly, it boosts your self-esteem as a speaker. You feel more in control of the conversation and less worried about making mistakes. Imagine introducing yourself at a networking event. If someone says, "Tell me about your work," and you respond with confidence and ease, it immediately sets a positive tone. Your quick response signals competence and self-assurance, making a strong impression on the listener. On the other hand, if you hesitate or struggle to find the right words, it can make you appear unsure of yourself, even if you know the answer. Prompt responses also reduce overthinking, a common barrier to confidence. When you overanalyze your words, you become self-conscious, which often leads to even more mistakes. Training yourself to think and respond quickly minimizes this mental roadblock, allowing you to speak naturally and with confidence. 3. Real-life examples where quick thinking matters. Job interviews. In a job interview, quick thinking is crucial. When the interviewer asks, "Why should we hire you?" they expect a clear and compelling answer on the spot. Pausing too long or fumbling with your words can make you seem unprepared. A fast, fluent response, however, demonstrates not only your language skills, but also your ability to think critically under pressure. Casual conversations. Quick thinking is equally important in everyday interactions. Imagine chatting with a friend who shares a funny story. To keep the conversation lively, you might want to add a witty comment or share a similar experience. If you take too long to respond, the moment might pass, making the exchange feel less engaging. Public speaking. When giving a presentation or participating in a discussion, being able to think fast helps you handle unexpected questions or comments. For instance, if someone in the audience asks a question you didn't anticipate, your ability to respond quickly can showcase your expertise and composure. Hesitation in such moments can undermine your credibility. Travel scenarios. Picture yourself at an airport trying to explain a problem with your ticket. The ability to quickly describe the issue in English can save you from frustration and ensure smooth communication. Social gatherings. At parties or networking events, quick thinking allows you to contribute to group conversations. Introduce yourself confidently and build connections effortlessly. For example, if someone asks, "What brought you here today?" a prompt response not only keeps the conversation going, but also helps you appear approachable and friendly. Why it's worth the effort. Learning to think fast in English may seem daunting at first, but it's a skill that pays off in every area of life. From professional success to social confidence, quick thinking enables you to express yourself effectively and make the most of every opportunity. In addition to improving your fluency, it fosters trust and understanding in your interactions. People are more likely to engage with someone who communicates clearly and promptly. Whether you're building relationships, pursuing career goals, or simply enjoying daily conversations, thinking fast sets you apart as a confident and capable speaker. By focusing on strategies to enhance your quick thinking abilities, you will take a significant step toward becoming a fluent English speaker. In the next section, we'll dive into actionable tips to help you think on your feet and speak English fluently, no matter the situation. Challenges to thinking fast in English. Speaking English fluently and thinking quickly while doing so can be tricky, especially for learners. Several challenges can slow you down and make conversations harder than they need to be. These challenges are common, but with the right understanding and practice, you can overcome them. Let's break down the 4 main obstacles. 1. Language barrier. Translating from your native language. One of the biggest challenges is the habit of thinking in your native language and then translating it into English. This process takes time and makes your responses slower. For example, if someone asks, "What's your favorite movie?" you might first think about the answer in your native language, figure out how to say it in English, and then try to speak it. By the time you're ready, the conversation might have moved on. This happens because your brain is used to working in your first language, and switching to English feels unnatural at first. The solution? Train yourself to think directly in English. Start small. Think about your daily activities in English, like, "I need to make coffee," or "I'm going to the store." The more you do this, the easier it becomes to skip the translation step. 2. Fear of mistakes. Overthinking and worrying. Another challenge is the fear of making mistakes. Many English learners hesitate to speak because they're scared of saying something wrong. They overthink every word and sentence, which makes them even slower. For example, if you're trying to answer, "What did you do last weekend?" you might start worrying about grammar, pronunciation, or whether your answer sounds silly. This worry takes up mental energy and makes it harder to speak. Remember, mistakes are part of learning. Nobody expects you to speak perfect English, especially when you're learning. Focus on communicating your ideas, not on being perfect. If someone understands you, that's what matters. Practice speaking without worrying too much, and you'll see improvement over time. 3. Limited vocabulary. Not knowing enough words. Sometimes you know what you want to say, but you can't find the right words. This happens when your vocabulary is limited. Without the right words, it's hard to express your thoughts quickly and clearly. For example, if someone asks, "How was your vacation?" and you don't know how to say relaxing or adventurous, you might struggle to respond. This can make you feel stuck and slow in conversations. To fix this, focus on building your vocabulary. Learn words that are useful in daily life and practice using them. For instance, learn simple words to describe feelings, activities, and common situations. Use flashcards, apps, or write short sentences with new words to make them stick in your mind. For nervousness or shyness, emotional factors. Even if you know the words and grammar, feeling nervous or shy can hold you back. When you're in a conversation, your mind might go blank, or you might freeze because you're too focused on what others might think. This is especially common in new situations, like meeting strangers, speaking in front of a group, or talking to native English speakers. Your nervousness can make you hesitate and slow your responses, even if you know what to say. The key here is to practice staying calm. Remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes, and most people will appreciate your effort to speak English. Take deep breaths before speaking and don't rush. Practicing in low-pressure situations, like talking to a friend or practicing with a language partner, can help you feel more comfortable over time. Why these challenges matter? These challenges, translating from your native language, fear of mistakes, limited vocabulary, and nervousness, are normal, but they can slow down your progress in English. They stop you from thinking fast and speaking fluently, which makes conversations feel harder than they should. However, the good news is that each of these challenges can be overcome with practice and patience. By working on thinking in English, building your confidence, expanding your vocabulary, and managing your nerves, you'll get better at responding quickly and speaking fluently. In the next section, we'll explore specific strategies and exercises to help you tackle these challenges and start thinking fast in English. With a little effort, you can turn these obstacles into stepping stones on your journey to fluency. Strategies to think fast and speak fluent in English. Fluency in English isn't just about knowing words and grammar. It's about using them effectively in real time. Thinking quickly while speaking is a skill that requires practice and strategy. Here are practical and proven methods to help you think fast and speak fluent English confidently. 1. Practice active listening. Listening is one of the most effective ways to train your brain to process English faster. When you listen actively, you expose yourself to the natural flow of the language, common expressions, and pronunciation. Listen to real English. Watch English movies, listen to podcasts, or engage in casual conversations. Pay close attention to how native speakers form sentences, their choice of words, and their tone. For example, listen to a podcast on a topic you enjoy, like travel or technology, and focus on picking up new phrases or ways to answer questions. Shadowing technique. One powerful technique to improve both listening and speaking skills is shadowing. This involves listening to a sentence and immediately repeating it, mimicking the speaker's tone, speed, and intonation. It helps you internalize sentence structures and respond faster during real conversations. By practicing active listening, you'll not only improve your comprehension, but also prepare your brain to think faster in English. 2. Train your brain to think in English. One major obstacle for English learners is the habit of thinking in their native language and then translating into English. This slows down your responses and makes conversations feel awkward. Start small. Begin by labeling objects around you in English. For example, when you see a chair, think, "That's a chair." Gradually move on to forming simple sentences about your actions like, "I'm making tea," or "I need to check my email." Describe your day. At the end of the day, reflect in English. For instance, think about what you did, such as, "Today, I went to the market, bought groceries, and cooked dinner." This habit trains your mind to think in English, making it easier to speak fluently during conversations. Over time, this practice will help you stop translating and start speaking English naturally. 3. Build a strong vocabulary. A limited vocabulary can slow you down when you're trying to think of the right words to say. Expanding your vocabulary will give you more tools to express yourself quickly and accurately. Focus on relevant words. Learn words and expressions related to topics you often talk about. For example, if you frequently discuss work, learn words like deadline, report, presentation, or teamwork. Use flashcards and apps. Tools like flashcards or language learning apps, such as Duolingo or Anki, can help you memorize new words. Regularly review these words and practice using them in sentences to make them stick. Learn synonyms. Having multiple ways to express the same idea can speed up your thinking. For instance, instead of just knowing happy, also learn joyful, glad, and content. The more words you know, the faster you'll be able to find the right one during a conversation. 4. Use simple sentence structures. Fluency doesn't mean using complex grammar or fancy words. In fact, keeping it simple often makes communication more effective. Prioritize clarity. Instead of trying to create long, complicated sentences, focus on forming short, clear ones. For example, say, "I enjoyed the movie because it was funny," instead of, "I found the movie to be extremely enjoyable due to its humorous elements." Avoid overthinking grammar. Don't let grammar rules slow you down. While accuracy is important, your main goal is to convey your message. If you're unsure, stick to basic structures like subject, verb, object, e.g., "I like pizza." Simplifying your language reduces the pressure on your brain and allows you to respond faster. 5. Play speed games. Speed games are fun and effective ways to train your brain to think quickly and improve fluency. Question-answer drills. Practice with a friend or language app where you answer questions as quickly as possible. For example, they could ask, "What's your favorite food?" and you answer immediately. Pizza. Prompts for quick responses. Use prompts like, describe this picture in one sentence, or tell me what you see around you, and challenge yourself to respond within a few seconds. These exercises help you get used to speaking on the spot without overthinking. 6. Rehearse real-life scenarios. Prepare yourself for common situations where you might need to speak English. Role-play everyday situations. Practice conversations like ordering food at a restaurant, meeting someone new, or discussing work topics. For example, pretend you're at a cafe and say, "Can I have a cappuccino, please?" Practice with friends. If possible, find a language partner or join English-speaking groups where you can practice role-playing. Rehearsing these scenarios boosts your confidence and helps you respond faster in similar real-life situations. 7. Stay calm under pressure. Sometimes, the biggest challenge isn't your vocabulary or grammar, but your nerves. Stress can make your mind go blank, slowing down your responses. Take deep breaths. When you feel nervous, take a few deep breaths to calm yourself. This helps your brain focus and think clearly. Positive self-talk. Remind yourself it's okay to make mistakes. I'm learning. This mindset reduces pressure and helps you speak more freely. Learn from mistakes. Instead of fearing errors, see them as opportunities to improve. Each mistake teaches you something new. Staying calm under pressure allows you to think faster and speak with greater confidence. Putting it all together, these strategies, active listening, thinking in English, building vocabulary, using simple sentences, practicing speed games, rehearsing scenarios, and staying calm, work together to help you think fast and speak fluent English. Start by choosing a few methods that fit your needs and practice them daily. With consistent effort, you'll notice that conversations feel smoother and your confidence will grow. Remember, fluency is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to your goal. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be thinking and speaking in English with ease. Practical exercises to think fast and speak fluent in English. Building fluency in English requires regular practice with exercises that train your brain to think quickly and respond naturally. Here are some practical exercises that are fun, engaging, and effective. 1. Word associations. Word association is a simple yet powerful exercise to train your brain to think in English without hesitation. How it works. Pick a random word and immediately say other words related to it. For example, if the word is travel, you might say plane, hotel, vacation, passport, adventure. The goal is to respond as quickly as possible without overthinking. Why it helps. This activity helps you make connections between words, improving your vocabulary and response time. It also encourages you to think in English rather than translating from your native language. Take it further. Use flashcards or apps to generate random words and challenge yourself to come up with as many related words as possible in a set amount of time. Try doing this exercise daily for 5 to 10 minutes to see noticeable improvements in your speed and vocabulary recall. 2. Story building. Story building exercises are excellent for practicing sentence formation, creativity, and fluency all at once. How it works. Start with a simple sentence such as, "Once upon a time, there was a little girl." Then, add sentences to the story on the fly, continuing the narrative. For example, she lived in a small village. One day, she found a mysterious box in the forest. Inside the box, there was a magical key. Why it helps. This activity forces you to think quickly and create logical connections between sentences. It also encourages the use of new vocabulary and grammar structures. Take it further. Practice with a friend or language partner by taking turns adding sentences to the story. This makes the activity more interactive and unpredictable. Story building is a fun way to practice fluency and improve your ability to think creatively in English. 3. Tongue twisters. Tongue twisters are not just fun. They're an effective way to improve your pronunciation, clarity, and speaking speed. How it works. Choose simple tongue twisters and practice saying them slowly at first, gradually increasing your speed as you become more confident. For example, she sells seashells by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Why it helps. Tongue twisters challenge your articulation and help you speak clearly and quickly. They also train your mouth muscles, making it easier to pronounce difficult words. Take it further. Record yourself saying the tongue twisters and listen to identify areas for improvement. Focus on reducing pauses and speaking more fluidly. Practicing tongue twisters regularly will boost your pronunciation and confidence in speaking English. 4. Mock conversations. Simulating real-life conversations is one of the most practical ways to build fluency and confidence. How it works. With AI tools. Use language apps or AI tools like ChatGPT to have mock conversations. For example, ask the tool to act as a restaurant waiter and practice ordering food in English. With a partner, practice speaking with a language partner or join English-speaking groups. Choose topics like introductions, hobbies, or work-related discussions. Solo practice. If you don't have a partner, talk to yourself in the mirror or record yourself having a conversation. For instance, pretend you're introducing yourself at a meeting. "Hi, my name is Sarah. I work in marketing, and I'm passionate about design. Why it helps." Mock conversations simulate real-life scenarios, helping you prepare for everyday interactions. They also reduce nervousness and improve your ability to respond spontaneously. Take it further. Challenge yourself with time limits or unexpected questions to mimic the pressure of real conversations. Mock conversations are a practical and flexible exercise to practice speaking fluently in a safe environment. Tips for success. Consistency is key. Dedicate time daily to these exercises, even if it's just 10 to 15 minutes. Track your progress. Record your sessions and note improvements in speed, pronunciation, and fluency over time. Mix it up. Combine different exercises to keep your practice sessions engaging and challenging. These practical exercises will help you train your mind and mouth to work together seamlessly, enabling you to think fast and speak fluent English with confidence. Real-life examples. Inspiring stories of fluency success. Learning to think fast and speak fluently in English may feel challenging, but many people have faced the same hurdles and emerged successful. These real-life examples showcase how others overcame hesitation, embraced challenges, and improved their fluency. Let their stories inspire and motivate you to stay on your journey toward fluency. 1. Emma. From hesitant speaker to confident professional. Emma, a marketing professional from Spain, always struggled with speaking English fluently during client meetings. She often translated sentences in her head from Spanish to English, which slowed her responses and made her feel insecure. What she did, Emma began practicing active listening by watching English language TED Talks and repeating key points aloud using the shadowing technique. She also focused on thinking directly in English, starting with simple thoughts like, I need to email my client instead of translating from Spanish. Her transformation. Within 6 months, Emma noticed a remarkable improvement. She could answer client questions on the spot without overthinking. Her confidence grew, and she successfully led a high-stakes presentation for an international project. Takeaway for you. By training your brain to think in English and practicing consistently, you can break free from hesitation and become more confident in professional and personal interactions. 2. Ravi. Overcoming fear of mistakes. Ravi, a university student from India, dreamed of studying abroad. However, his fear of making mistakes in English kept him from speaking confidently during interviews and group discussions. What he did, Ravi embraced mock conversations with a language partner, where he practiced answering interview questions. He adopted a mindset of mistakes are learning opportunities and focused on communication rather than perfection. He also practiced tongue twisters to improve his pronunciation and speed. His transformation. After months of practice, Ravi aced his visa interview and was admitted to his dream university. His newfound fluency allowed him to participate actively in classroom discussions, earning him respect from peers and professors. Takeaway for you. Don't let the fear of mistakes hold you back. Focus on expressing your thoughts clearly and use every conversation as a chance to improve. 3. Lisa. Building fluency for everyday conversations. Lisa, a stay-at-home mom from Italy, struggled with casual conversations in English after moving to the United States. She often felt left out at social gatherings and hesitated to join discussions. What she did, Lisa started with simple daily practices, like labeling household items in English and describing her routine aloud. She also joined a local conversation group where she practiced real-life scenarios like grocery shopping and small talk. Her transformation. Over time, Lisa became more comfortable speaking with her neighbors and making new friends. Her ability to respond quickly improved, and she no longer felt anxious during casual interactions. Takeaway for you: practicing real-life scenarios and engaging in small, consistent efforts can help you become fluent in everyday conversations. For Ahmed, mastering public speaking in English. Ahmed, an engineer from Egypt, was terrified of giving presentations in English. His nervousness often caused him to stumble over words, affecting his professional growth. What he did: Ahmed practiced storytelling exercises to build confidence. He recorded himself speaking about simple topics and reviewed his performance to identify areas for improvement. He also rehearsed real-life scenarios, like introducing himself at conferences. His transformation. With persistence, Ahmed became a confident speaker. He delivered a compelling presentation at an international conference, earning recognition and career opportunities. Takeaway for you: confidence comes with practice. Use storytelling and rehearsal techniques to prepare for situations that require quick thinking and clear communication. Why these stories matter. These real-life examples show that fluency is achievable with consistent effort and the right strategies. Whether you're a student, professional, or someone looking to connect better in daily life, you can learn to think fast and speak fluently. Common threads in their success. Consistency. All of them dedicated time daily to practice and improve. Embracing mistakes. Instead of fearing errors, they use them as stepping stones. Real-life practice. They focus on practical scenarios to build confidence. Mindset. They believed in their ability to improve and stayed motivated. Let these stories inspire you to take the first step and stay committed to your goal of fluency. With determination and practice, you too can overcome hesitation and speak English with ease. Now that you've learned effective strategies to think fast and speak fluent English, it's time to take action. Don't just read or listen. Put these tips into practice. Here's how you can get started today. Choose one strategy to practice. Pick any one of the strategies mentioned earlier, such as active listening, thinking in English, or building your vocabulary. Focus on it for the next 24 hours. For example, start labeling items around your home in English or practice shadowing a short podcast episode. Join an English-speaking group. Surround yourself with opportunities to practice. Join online English conversation groups or local meetups. Platforms like Meetup, Facebook groups, or language exchange apps like Tandem or HelloTalk are great places to start. Interacting with other learners or fluent speakers will make your practice more dynamic and fun. Subscribe for regular content. Stay consistent in your learning journey by subscribing to channels, blogs, or podcasts dedicated to improving English fluency. Subscribe to this channel for weekly tips, exercises, and real-life examples that make learning English easier and enjoyable. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Download free resources to help you implement what you've learned. We're offering downloadable exercises and resources. These include word association drills, story building prompts, and conversation scripts to boost your confidence. Check the link in the description or the blog post for access to these tools. Start practicing right away. The key to fluency is consistent practice. Dedicate at least 15 to 30 minutes daily to work on one skill. Whether it's speaking in front of a mirror, using flashcards, or role-playing real-life scenarios, every small step takes you closer to your goal. Conclusion: mastering the art of thinking fast and speaking fluently in English unlocks incredible benefits. You'll gain confidence, express your ideas clearly without hesitation, better opportunities. Whether it's landing your dream job, acing an interview, or making meaningful connections, fluency opens doors. Stronger connections, build relationships, and communicate effectively in both personal and professional settings. Remember, fluency doesn't happen overnight, but every small effort adds up. You're already on the right path by seeking ways to improve. As you practice, celebrate your progress, no matter how small. You're just a step away from becoming the confident English speaker you dream of. Take that step today. Choose one strategy and start practicing right now. If you found these tips helpful, like this video and share it with others who are also learning English. Your support helps us create more content to guide you on your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for weekly updates and tips to improve your English fluency. Let's learn and grow together.